Alright everybody, today we are going to do a screen replacement on an HP Pavilion DV6 7078CA. The tools we'll need today are an X-Acto knife, a pair of tweezers, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Before you do anything, first remove the batteries from the laptop. And then we will begin with removing this cover on the speaker panel, which will reveal 4 screws, 2 at either ends and 2 in the middle, which will undo the bezel, which we can use to remove the screen after. So with an X-Acto knife, go around the edge and lift up that sticker slightly, and then just pull it off slightly, which will reveal the 4 screws piece by piece. As you can see, these 4 screws right here, one right here, 2 in the middle right around the HP sign, and 1 at the other end. Now just use a normal Phillips head screwdriver to remove those screws. Now we're going to work around the bezel and start removing it piece by piece. You'll hear clips that are in place, and you hear them crack and open. There is a lot of adhesive, so be careful when removing this piece. As you can see, all around there's adhesive. We'll put that bezel to the side, and now we'll work with the 4 screws on the screen. There's 1 up here, 1 right here, and 2 down here. We'll undo these screws, and we can now remove the screen. You'll just be able to lift the screen right off this panel and lay it right on the keyboard. As you can see, there is that camera cable you might want to be careful of. To undo the screen, just lift this little taped off part. It's giving me a little trouble here. Just lift it off. It is pretty strong. And right here is the connector, which just clips up, lift it up, and pull it back. And here, and undo this camera cable adhesive from the screen. And here is this old screen off. Now we'll take the new screen, which came from laptopscreens.com. Just make sure it's the right model and the connector is in the same place. And it is the same connector. So we'll place this screen right here. and put the connector on. The connector should slide in like so, and then it should clip down, and you should hear a clip noise. And you should just use that old same tape and tape it down a little bit. Now we can put the screen up against this computer and screw it back on. And just put the 4 screws back on like we undid them. Now when all the 4 of those screws are back on, don't forget to take this layer off the screen so that you can see clearly after you start it up. Something I like to do at this step is plug the battery in and check if the screen is working properly. So we will put the battery back in. And let's boot it up. And as you can see, the screen is up and working. We'll just boot it down now so we can put the bezel back on and screw it back together. But don't forget to take the battery out just to be safe. Now, just make sure you put this adhesive, the little pieces back. And if you want, you can even put some more adhesive on so it goes on better. And just put it in. Just start hearing the clips around. Make sure you hear all the clipping noises. Close it up, flip it around, and make sure you clip this around here. Alright, now we'll just, the last step, putting the screws back on, the 4 screws that holding the bezel in place. And we are done with this. And lastly, you will need some type of a glue to put this part back on to make it look like original again. Thank you everybody, have a great day. Hope you liked this video, and please like the video if it was helpful.